Hi, Sky. I just told you about a summary points related to my invention. There is the world, the flesh, and the devil. And we can represent the information about those inside cubes. So these cubes will fit inside each other. There's the largest one and a smallest one. The largest one is information about the world. We are in the one world without end. These cubes are, they have the same length and width on each side, and they're three-dimensional. The middle-sized cube is information about the flesh, and the smallest cube is used to contain the devil. And the devil is the father of lies, also known as Satan. Satan has an end, and Satan's head is to be crushed by Jesus Christ, the Son of Mary. And Mary conquers hell with love. So these three cubes, the smallest one is the space we're making available for Satan. So we want to push him into that little small box, and we do that by teaching people when they lie, cheat, or steal, that they get busted. That we use technology to profile how people lie, and then we cause them to get in trouble based on who they harmed. So it's the world, the flesh, and the devil, three cubes, and there's three numbers that are important for establishing how to support the systems to address this matter. So these numbers can be used as identifiers. And the three numbers are the largest integer number supported by the system. And when I say the system, it's whatever system one is focusing on, connected to serving their rights. An integer is a whole number with no decimal or fractions. Integer can be, that's enough to know now. The second number is the smallest and also largest decimal number between 0 and 1. And if you add those two together, you will get the number 1. So that addresses rounding errors and precision. It also can be used to support probability factors at a precision level. And then the third number is pi, which starts with the number 3.14. It's a decimal number, and it has a non-repeating sequence of going on forever. It supports the concept of a circle inside a square, a circle being circumscribed by a square, and in that case, the outer edges of the circle touch the middle of each of the four sides of the square. That's a circle circumscribed by a square. It's also a square circumscribing a circle. This allows us to establish the concept of a center of a square, center of a circle, center of other shapes, and we can fit all human logic inside these concepts I'm talking to you about. This is related to the ctDNA concept, which uses two constant numbers and one variable. So you can take any variable, we can call it X, and we multiply it times 20. So 20 is the first constant, and we raise 20 to the power that we're trying to address as a dimension number. And then whatever that result is, we take 10% of that and reserve it for security. And the purpose of security is to protect from outside forces. And the second purpose of the security is to ensure integrity within. My invention is assembled in a prototype state of existence. I call it circles of trust centered in truth from a technology perspective. My invention is a Holy Spirit-based technology that was biologically conceived in my brain supernaturally on Wednesday, March 28, 2012. I'm ready to prove that my invention can compel human behavior changes and has a primary purpose of supporting people, helping people help people solve a human-defined problem. There's a methodology to that. You state what's the problem. You describe it. Identify when the problem started. Identify what's the solution you're looking for to resolve the problem. Then you interact with your circles of trust centered in truth to get to the solution you were looking for. Once you establish that, you look back and say, boy, I wish I knew then what I know now. And you establish a straight line, which is, well, you establish the shortest distance between the starting point and the found solution, which is found in a straight line between those 2 points. You now have a line segment. Then from that line segment, you build a 12-step program, how to get to that destination from a starting point. Each step is an email address. Each email address auto-responds and also forwards the message to a team of people that will support that step. And we start to build automation, helping people solve their problems. And if they run into a problem inside a step, we can create sub-steps for that. So I'm done. My objective now is to hand off my invention to a leader that will make sure that my invention gets initially built in a commercial grade capacity with quality that I'm satisfied with in Pakistan. So right now I'm receiving cooperation inside Nigeria. We still have to get the work done in Pakistan, even if we have to start things in Nigeria. I'm ready to prove that this idea I have can compel human behavior improvements, and we can use it to celebrate the glory of God, that God created the free will to celebrate love existing without any condition, and also love existing under every condition, because God is love and God is all just. He has 2 divine natures. So we start with one God. He has 3 divine persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, 2 divine natures. One is love, the other one's justice, and justice and love can coexist by being resolved with divine mercy. That's Jesus Christ. He is the center, depth, and breadth of all that exists. So I have come to conclude, based on how these bishops have treated me since April 2nd, 2012, in the Catholic Church leadership in my life, I have concluded that God only wanted one creature ever to go to hell, and that creature is me. My soul is joyful to the point of death. I'm happy to die and surrender into the will of God. And what people should be afraid of is the justice that's due upon them. And Lucifer knows that he can use truth to require justice to be served. So the way we address Lucifer and Satan is with love and structure and rules that we agree to. So I'm helping people agree to rules with me, build upon a concept, and celebrate the truth as we go. And to wherever degree we're wrong, we stand corrected and we move forward, helping each other solve the problems we experience. I'm done. The invention that came into my brain on March 28, 2012 is my brainchild. God gave that brainchild to me free of charge. That brainchild has cost me what's most dear to me. I lost the respect of my children, and I lost the friendship of my first wife. I feel sorry for her. She has active criminal motives. So Sky, I'm going to show you a message now from her brother Paul that he sent me within the last week.